What is going on? There we go. So I definitely feel like everybody who ever does a live stream for the first couple of times is always going to have some technical difficulties, especially if you move it around. Come on, camera. There we go. And don't look at the YouTube. Joey! Joey, can you hear me? In case you are looking at that last comment, my wife commented right above you. So that was pretty good timing. Good. Joey, were you supposed to be somewhere yesterday on a show and you couldn't make it for some reason? That is definitely more important. So we just had my sister down from Virginia and my dad over here. So we grilled steaks, baked potatoes, salad, and all that good stuff. So I hope your dinner yesterday was pretty well. Sam the man is here as well. Guys, I really appreciate y'all jumping in and just, hanging out. Let's see here. Because y'all know I like to chat. Joey, I like to chat. Sam as well, if y'all want. I feel like, there we go. So if y'all want to hop in and chat, there is the link. Let's see, 30 that range. And guys, I'm trying a different setup here too. I've got an external webcam on my laptop. So that's why I keep looking up and down, which I have to figure that out. That's just bad. Sam, I caught some of your Hey, I appreciate it, man. I caught some of your live earlier today. I'm gonna go back and watch the rest of it about the bots for sure. I think that is a big issue that YouTube needs to take care of, and hopefully they will soon. Kind of agree with you though, as if we just keep reporting them, YouTube eventually will have to do something about them. And Joey, I'm learning just like you, man. I watch you and Sam and everybody else and just try and learn how to do this thing. It is, like Sam said, all about just supporting each other. Sam, today is my first day off from work. Tomorrow will be my second. Then I go back to work on Tuesday. Saw what you got going on Instagram. You're a little busy today, I believe, getting your home ready for the life-changing event you're about to have. that toy? Don't understand the YouTube creators. So I try to do a lot of stuff on my phone because I've got a Samsung. I can actually throw it up onto a monitor, and I know you can do the same thing with Apple. But if I could just use my phone and just do a bunch of my stuff on there, that's what I try and do. But the video I threw up today was something I recorded the other day, and I tried to edit as fast as I could, and it still took me 2.5 hours. Not Joey, I get it, man. Hey, you're live tomorrow, but are you having a guest on tomorrow? Hey, Sam did say hey to you, Jesse.
Hi.
So I'll share some sales with y'all quick because while, like I said, I had family over as well. It sounds like it's kind of what everybody's got going on today. But I posted on my Instagram, I did that a lot of video games. It was a bunch of DS stuff, but it was mainly Pokemon stuff. So I had a GameCube game that sold for $95. And it was Pokemon XD sold for $95. I had Pokemon Heart Gold that sold for $119. I'm pulling these up to just I don't tell you the wrong thing. So for $119, and that was all these are complete in box as well. The Pokemon Pearl, $49.99, and Pokemon Diamond, $50. And I had a movie that sold yesterday that I dropped off at the post office yesterday before I went into shift, so I go ahead and get that out. So just like y'all are making sales all the time, I mean, it is one of those things where as long as you're listing consistently, you should get sales. And Jess M is my wife, guys. So that is Miss Flowtown Flip.
Hi guys.
So and Sam, Kat hopped on and looked at just the same thing. Sure you get to feed the beast. That's exactly right. Kat hopped on and she was talking about the sales on the previous video for my Simpsons DVD collection that sold for $150, and then my N64 bundle that I did of the lot that sold for $190. And she's like, "You're making some big sales." I'm like, "I'm just trying to catch up with y'all." I mean, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how Kat does it. I don't know how Matt does it. All these people that still have full-time jobs, I don't know how any of us do it really. Anybody that's part-time, I just know how busy my schedule is, and able to still try and do that. And then, trying to start YouTube. I know, Sam, you said you're only like 2 months in, and Joey, you've about the same. So it's pretty wild how we just make time in order to do this stuff and also just help each other out by watching the videos and communicating and offering advice and stuff like that. I don't know how we do it. Country. You are very right. They did not get that overnight. And what I found out with my listing is even when I got up to about 20 items and just kind of same thing over time, it builds up, but then like I don't fall, it's good, but it just doesn't fall under 20 items. I guess just because I didn't pick it back up and keep listing more. So I couldn't deal with the amount of crap they have. And I really don't see how they upload daily. I mean, I could see if you don't have a lot of editing, but we put some additional stuff into it. So it just takes a little longer, especially trying to just figure everything out, because I know everybody's just learning, especially if you don't have any sort of background. This is your first thing of video editing, and then especially just getting into eBay. It is just taking your time and learning what works best for you. Fortunately, I do have to give props to my wife, though, because we've got 2 kids, 3 and 7 months old. So Sam, you're about to find out what Dad likes about, but I work 24/48 at the fire department, my part-time job, and then being a husband and dad and the volunteer fire department stuff. It's a lot of what we got going on, plus trying to do this stuff. So. And John is here. Welcome, John. I appreciate you swinging by. Yeah, Sam, I agree with you. And I saw somebody the other day, and I completely get it. I get what she said. She said she made a video and then she deleted it. But I mean, you're kind of hearing a bunch of different things, because we're all, the ones that are starting out are just trying to grow. So in order to grow, we start doing this kind of stuff, getting on lives and talking to everybody. And we do have subs that come in, so they have to have content to see in order to kind of stay interested in what you got going on. John, I appreciate you. Definitely have to wear a lot of hats. So where people now that are getting the traction from the subscribers, they're okay with golf clap for John. They are able to make a video, and if it doesn't fit for them or they believe it's crap, then they can just delete it, and they'll carry on. But for everybody that's just trying to grow, you have to it is about consistency, I believe, and put more content out. Obviously, you don't want to just put stuff that's irrelevant, but kind of what we do is, I'm watching the other resellers and just seeing how they do. It's all about what's sold, some of the bolos that they found. And then again, I mean, so you just kind of do that stuff, just kind of mock them a little bit on, hey, these items sold for me. My first video, I think the first 10 items that sold, I mean, that's just kind of what everybody was doing. So instead of definitely not having massive sales throughout because I just started out, I just made that quick video, hey, I'm going to do this. And then I just goes from there. But I do think that we can go off of each other and just see how everybody else is doing things and just put a little twist. And I think that is what kind of makes each person unique on the YouTube side of it. The only downfall I have, or that I feel left out about, and now Joe's going through the same pain with me on the research side, is that we can't grow a beard. I mean, I can't grow a beard right now just because of work. Don't delete anything you need. That's, John, you're exactly right. My first live, I hopped on because I didn't, first live, I didn't know what to do. I really didn't know. I had no clue. I just told my wife, I said, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to go live. And I sat there for 16 minutes, flipping flamingos hopped in, and we talked about food there for a couple minutes, and then they had to go. But, 19 is 16 minutes long, and 19 people looked at it, and they're kind of like, what is this? What is this mess? But I did a better job now, I think, tonight. And as I'm going, I'm seeing how everybody else does it, how they promote themselves. Can't you put it on private? Yes, I could, but that's also how I'm learning is by watching those. And Sam, I actually learned something from your video the other day. Whenever you do your Rolo unboxing, is whenever I did my video for the day, unboxing those cameras, you had a different view angle, and a lot of other people are doing this too. But it kind of did just like I did, with the cameras out in front, and then they're looking at the box, and the box is in front of them. Well, the person can't really see you pick them up. So whenever you did the Rolo thing, you had your camera view looking down, so that we could all see you actually pulling the Rolo out. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing. And I agree. I mean, it's just, any mistakes, it's just a constant learning. Right now, with the drive time that I get because of my part-time job, and I have to drive around the different counties in my state and see different fire departments and stuff like that, I'm able to listen to books. So I started listening to YouTube Secrets, and that is one of the book that Josh talks about reading, and and that book so far has opened up a lot of, kind of opens up your mind a little bit as to, different things you can do. It's pushing each other. Yep. So that book has kind of lays out some foundation steps to get started. And another thing says there's another YouTube channel called Think Media, and it's about one of those guys that wrote that book. And they talked about, I think it's 35 tips, to getting toward that first 1,000 subscribers. And first one's just like, make your first 35 videos. You just have to put content out, because once you start getting, subscribers, you got to have something for them to be watching as well. So you can't just have all these subscribers in only one video and then wonder why you're not growing. Ooh, that was loud. But I also like and that's why I like this reseller community. I'm glad I'm a part of it. Is just the amount of people you can meet. It is, everybody's just really nice, really helpful. The collaborations that go on are really cool. And I've seen it here lately with everybody getting toward that 1,000 subscriber mark. Joey did a really good job. Everybody jumped in and helped him. Same with Emily Conway. I know John the same way. And whenever everybody else kind of gets a little bit closer or gets there, then everybody will just be pushing. Why no FFV? So firefighting videos, John, are obviously they are very cool, and I watch them too. It's just the two departments I'm on, they just don't want us sharing the content. We can put helmet cams on and stuff like that. Actually, they won't even really allow us to put them, because that's just it. They just won't allow us to use firefighting cams. Now, I've got on my volunteer department, the position that I'm in, my rank there, I have a take-home vehicle, and I can't have a dash mount. I can have a dash mounted camera. So I could get some shots like that and try that stuff. But honestly, I'm not running fires all the time. I'm running a lot of medical calls and a lot of wrecks, fire alarms, and that kind of stuff I can't really show a lot, because I might accidentally grab a patient's face and stuff like that, and I definitely don't need to be putting that on the internet. So we've got some different social media policies in place that kind of prevent me from posting it on YouTube. Anthony, what is going on, man? How are you tonight? See, guys, I you know what? See, this is what I like. I am really appreciative that y'all have come here, because you guys are amazing. honestly. He's like my YouTube, my top YouTube guys. Y'all are it. I am, guys, seriously, I'm very appreciative of y'all helping me learn this, and just, I mean, y'all are awesome friends, like, for real. Jesse, are you still in the chat? So Anthony, I think I'm going to have to. I think me and my wife are going to make a run for you and your wife's spot. I think y'all have a dynamic duo going on with y'all's lives. I'm going to have to start bringing her in too and see if we can kind of boost the ratings. I said, if this will.
It didn't go together like it was supposed to.
What'd you say?
I said, top 2 things for a life bucket list: have kids, talk to your YouTube friends.
Oh.
It didn't go together like I wanted to. That's right. I'm trying to do a bullet point.
So what my wife was trying to say is, when she made the comment, top 2 things for a life bucket list is obviously us growing our family. So our 2 kids, and then talking to YouTube friends.
Yeah, 2 kids that look just like you.
And everybody says my kids look like me. So hello, Real Talk Mentor. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you stopping by for sure. Sam, I just wish I could grow a mustache. Actually, I could grow a mustache like you.
Yeah.
I could grow a mustache like Sam. I cannot grow a beard. So Joey, I appreciate you shaving your beard, because now I'm not the only reseller that, in our small little group that we've got that doesn't have a beard.
Did you send the picture of your mustache?
No, I did not send a picture out of my mustache. And my wife won't let me grow a mustache either.
Mm-mm.
It looks pretty rough. It's either all beard or no beard and no mustache, nothing like that.
No handlebars.
34.
That mustache is like 1974 mustache.
So Sam, if that took you 34 years, we gotta put like some Miracle Grow on it, man, or something. John had a sponsor for his video yesterday. So I've been clean shape for so long. I remember doing. I wish I could reveal. So John, on your so I guess this guy explain it, I guess. So the reason I can't grow a beard is not my wife's fault. Obviously, I look definitely different, like an 18. I can't grow a beard for work, and the only reason why is just because if we put our face piece on, we have to have a seal. So I don't know how. Well, first of all, I know exactly how. A lot of people, they just don't care. Some guys that are on volunteer fire departments are awesome firemen, but their jobs allow them to have a beard, like their actual job, where they're not volunteering. They can have a beard. And then some people, just because the departments are hurting for firefighters so bad, is they don't make them shave. Now, the issue with that is if they get hurt or something happens, Workman's Comp and OSHA are just going to eat that department alive. I mean, it's really bad, that kind of thing. So I have to shave in order, so if something does happen to me, which knock on wood, I hope it doesn't, my family will be taken care of. So, but John, how many years I got left? So basically, I can retire from the fire department. I will policy. I'm breaking Trump's. Sorry, but so in 45. No, 44. I can retire at 44. So
Yeah,
at 44, I'll have this crazy long growing out beard and I'll be rocking it, and then I'll be using products from Badass Beard Care.
A red beard.
I don't know if it'll be a
With a
red.
ginger beard.
I don't know if it'd be red then.
Well, that's true.
I think that'd be cool is to have a nice, like, really gray.
Dude, when you have your
Right,
thumb and when you're hazel,
Mhm.
it's a good beard. It's not a patchy beard. It's a good beard. And then you can.
Now I can grow it
Your
out.
wife is down for a beard. No, baby.
So. Let's see. Would you do mutton chops? I feel like Sam, I was able to have like a very short 5-week growing stint. 2016, yeah, right before my daughter was born, I fractured this thumb. I fractured it at work. I was actually pulling ceiling because there's fire was in the attic, so I was in there pulling ceiling, and it was tongue and groove ceiling. Well, the board rolled. When I pulled it, kind of just went down my hook and it smacked my thumb. Well, whenever I got out, I was like, man, my thumb's really hurting. So then I took it off and it was all bruised up, and I ended up having a hairline fracture. Well, the doctor cleared me for work, but my full-time job, that fire department work at full-time, would not let me come back to work because I had a splint on it. HR wouldn't let me. So I was able to grow I was out for 5 weeks. So I was able to grab a 5-week little beard there, and that was very nice. Is Anthony still in here by chance? Anthony, are you blessing us with another video of Reselling Minute tomorrow? Or do we just have to wait and find out? I used to be. So I started off in an engine, then I went to the truck when I got promoted to driver. And then when I got promoted to captain at work, then I went back on the engine, and then I left. I actually left my full-time job because me and my wife needed to, that was a decision that we made at the time. And now I'm back at my full-time job. So now I'm back as a fireman. So I went from a captain now to a fireman, and I just tested again for the driver's test. I'm second on the list. So we got some things coming down the pipeline at work, and I should get promoted again soon. And then hopefully I can test again for captain and then kind of go right back to that. And then there will be a second ladder company or truck company coming to the city, and hopefully I can get on that. Because I don't want to end my current video's life cycle quite yet. Anthony, I look forward to those videos. I really do, because they are hilarious. And John got in there, and it was just all funny. Every video so far has been hilarious. And I'm thinking I'm trying to figure out like how I can be a part of that too. Cause I was like, I don't really know what to do. I know John had his little broadcast in there, and it was pretty funny. He said he had one for you too. You just need to edit it a little bit. So, but I've thought about doing something like that, but I just really don't. Just can't think of any ideas, honestly. to be a part of that. You do a good job, and the guys that have submitted videos for you so far have done pretty well. I think Sam should do a rap video. Can you put on your uniform or something like that? You know, I actually had it makes no sense now. I'll do it. Sam, I actually thought of a video that I could do. Kind of like I'd have to throw some like a green screen up or something to kind of get flames in there and just do some dialogue that way. But Anthony, when you and your wife do the bit, I think it's very funny because she just starts. I don't know, man. She just starts going at it, and you just like, if people just didn't know that obviously y'all are married, this is a whole fun thing, then they might actually be concerned about you. Let's see who we got. Use search screen. Yeah, see, so Sam, that's all I gotta do, man. But yeah, I can put I've got a helmet that I can take the shield off, the front off, so that nobody will know what department I'm with. And nobody could see obviously my department's on the back of my coat, but nobody would ever know. So I will definitely do some research and some thinking into that. And Anthony, I think it's good that she's also got her own channel as well. And Sam, your wife, does well. And I hopped on and watched her video the other day. So I think it's pretty cool that they are also getting into this. Anthony, thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Get those kids to bed, and hopefully y'all can enjoy your night. But Sammy, it would actually be, the whole firefighter video. It would actually be cool if I could if they'd be cool with it, but me getting like a truck, like an actual engine, and like coming by and kind of filming something just to where we didn't get the department name, but I could actually use the truck. I think that'd be pretty cool too, but I'd have to do some persuading. Yeah, Sam, I've only watched, I watched one episode of that, man, and now we got I understand how all those things are made, and I get the intent behind them, but it's really hard for me to actually enjoy those just because I know what's supposed to happen. And like Chicago Fire, for example, they do some stuff on that night. And we watch it at work. We like watching when we just start going back and forth, like that's not how that would really happen, stuff like that. But so John, I think I can actually use my car that I've got and just do like some sort of a 10-second intro and figure that out. But I do have a vehicle at my disposal as long as I get my camera angles right, and just no department name. I think I can make something work. Because, in all reality, none of these guys know that I do this. Nobody knows. They know I resell, but they don't know I'm starting on YouTube. Yeah, Sam, it's terrible. that gets me, probably the shows, is when they do like live PD. Those kill me. I don't think they'd give me a hard time. I really don't. Oh, let me phrase that. One guy knows that I do it, but he's also on YouTube as well. There's so many puns. My friend that also does it, he does a videography for weddings, so he has a pretty good background, and he would actually do he's done some, he's called fire vlogs, where he's gone around with his department, but in his department, he's basically the PIO, so it's his job to do all that stuff. So, all right, John, I'm gonna start writing these puns down, that way I can remember to do these in my little 10-second intro. But I really don't think anybody would give me, and I really don't care if they, because that is some of the culture that we deal with, is that we give each other a hard time. But just because of the circumstances of what's going on, you kind of have to be able to laugh at some of the stuff. But I really don't. I really don't care if they gave me a hard time or not. Who could personify on anyone just in speech? Yes, and I have talked to him about that. My little intro for my videos, I did do it myself. I mean, it's just something that it's small. So and I knocked it out real quick, but I did talk to him about like, hey, working on the intro, maybe some outro stuff as well. But as far as equipment, he definitely has a pretty good camera. I use my phone, but the reason I use my phone is because it is the latest phone. So the cameras on there are pretty good. I'm trying to do like an all-in-one type deal. So, but I agree. We used to work together a lot. So we used to both work part-time at the department I volunteer for now. And every Saturday we would work together, and he'd be putting his videos together for the wedding that he shot before, and whatnot. But this thing's about people knowing. John, exactly. I shared with the guys that I actually at the station I work with, and I just started showing them, my first couple of flips when I was able to find that QuickBooks Pro from 2011 at Google for $4, and I looked it up and sold it for $85. When I showed them that, they were like, "Oh my gosh!" And just showing them the hustle about the possibility. It really. And they kind of they don't mess with me. They say, "You saw anything?" So, we work again on Tuesday, and they know that I was actually listing stuff while I worked yesterday. So I'll probably share that with those. And I mean, phones, I'm in the same boat. Now I have a GoPro Hero 3. Is the GoPro I have, and I do have my Samsung Galaxy. It's got an awesome camera. So I mean, it's shooting in. I mean, you can shoot in 4K with this thing if you really wanted to, but I think I'm shooting 1080p. I don't remember my camera setting, but phones are definitely amazing nowadays. And I plan on sticking with this one for a very long time just because of the camera. And I can do a lot of my stuff. I actually edit my videos on my phone. I make my thumbnails on my phone. So it's got Samsung DeX because it's the S20. It's got DeX on it, so I just plug I've got an adapter that will throw my phone up onto a monitor. That way everything's just larger, and then I just do everything there.
You think maybe next time we shut the drawers in the back of the photo?
What is that?
That's your Instagram picture, but the drawers are open in the background.
Sam, I do not know who that is, but I'm going to look that up. Oh, mobile content creator. Subscribe. Okay, so I see the video that he just did 10 hours ago, how to make a YouTube intro on your phone. What?
It's all wrong.
So my wife's, I just subbed to him, so I'm going to add him to my watch list. And I'm always open to learning anything, especially when it comes to learning this stuff, definitely learning reselling. I mean, I look at y'all's videos just trying to figure out bolos and stuff I pick up just to see what it sells for and see how y'all are listing things. So, Sam, that will definitely help. I haven't. The good thing about it is that I can, if I'm really interested in something, like definitely with reselling, and now getting this YouTube stuff going, is if I'm really interested into it, it's kind of like where you just put everything into it, and I just try and learn as much as I can. And I do have a lot of time while I drive to just start soaking this stuff in. So it really is helpful watching everybody's videos. I am going to look him up right now. Gosh, you're like identical twins. Wow. Yep. Add them to the watch list. Let's see. He's Pete Coach. Keep sending them to me, man. I promise I will. I'm subbing to them now just so I can add them to the watch list. I completely agree. Who was it? Thrifting Mullet, maybe on Instagram? Is that his name? Hold on. Let me make sure I'm saying it right. I'd be 10. Thrifty Mullet. He put on Instagram the other day. 2 days ago. No. Oh, what day was it? But he had said, oh yeah, there it is. 4 days ago. Do you remember your first thing you ever sold? And, I put on there, hey, my first thing I sold was Paper Mario 64 from the Nintendo 64. And he didn't know what it was. So then he looked up and commented back and said, hey, I just looked this up and the comps are really good. Definitely add to my bolo list. So I definitely agree with you, John. The good thing about this, the content that everybody's putting out, is that you learn something new all the time. All the time. Now, see, I don't know who the heck Brian G. Johnson is. Oh, never mind. Never mind. And Sam, I'm glad you talked about it today. As a matter of fact, I thought I didn't realize at first. I didn't realize you were doing a live about it, but I didn't realize you were doing a live about it. So I'm glad I was able to hop in and kind of listen to it at least while I was driving. But I remember that first video I made, and somebody, and of course, being completely new, I didn't know what the heck was going on. All I saw was that some guy said, "Very, good content, keep it up," and I was like, "Wow, cool." So I remember I clicked on his page, and it's like, man, this thing right here is. And I thought about it, and I kind of looked it up a little bit more because I got thinking about, I was like, how do you know whenever the video hadn't even shown yet? So I'm glad you talked about that. It definitely helps some of the newer people out. Didn't mean to, but that's where it went. But John, going back to what you said, talked about the videos, and you had actually mentioned it before that you can only make so many edited videos, and that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, I got to go back and finish watching John's live. I was at work yesterday, and I was trying to watch as much as I can, but then I actually started running. I had to run calls. Right now at work, they got me on a QRV. Just running medical calls until this thing kind of tones it down. So I go back and watch that, John. Sam, are you going to try and do a rap video again, by the way? Because I was really hoping that you were going to do that rap video, and then it got stopped. I think you should. I thought it was. I'm telling you, I was really looking forward to it, man. You started out pretty good, and then wife comes in and is like, "What are you doing? Just tell them what you sold." John, I definitely will. I greatly appreciate you stopping by and chatting. I'll get in touch with you on Instagram, and we'll schedule something. Like I said, I really appreciate it. And Sam, whenever you are free, I like what y'all do. I mean, y'all got a nice collab going on, and doing those lives. That's the kind of stuff. I mean, obviously, I like making videos and whatnot, but I like actually talking to people too, and doing like interviews and stuff like that. In my hat. What?
You're doing good.
I agree. So, your baby's gonna be here pretty soon, are they? I gathered all that correctly, right? Woo! And this is gonna be your first kid?
Oh, look. Watch the epidural.
Am I the only one working? You may be the only one working right now. I got off work this morning. I was on shift all day yesterday. Sam, that is going to be the best time of your life. Just don't look. Don't look. I will tell you that. Don't look. But man, you're going to be a great dad. You and your wife are going to be great parents. Yeah, and I saw about the Instagram stuff, man. I tell you what, man, your wife's gonna be your wife's definitely gonna be a trooper. She's gonna need you, man. I mean, and I know you already know that, so don't watch it. But she's not gonna get one now, Jesse. They're doing a home birth. Hey, yeah, I'm telling you, man.
All to you, man.
I have to look. Can't be worse than the.
He's having a home birth. Is it water birth?
No, I am not asking that question.
Oh.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't. I don't know if that is or not. But
right, man. You'll make it.
Kat, thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate you swinging by. I don't know what I've done to be blessed with y'all tonight. I mean, yeah, I've had some big reseller players here tonight. I am just very grateful for y'all. We have a few stations. I didn't intentionally stop by. You just popped up on my phone, but I'm glad to be here. Hey, well, it's okay. It doesn't matter to me how you got here. I'm just glad you got here. I'm just telling Sam he's going to be a great dad. I mean, that's all. It's crazy. Legit just popped up. Hey, it really does not matter to me. I'm glad you're here. We're the whole thing that we've been talking about is just learning from each other. How much I'm learning from y'all. Y'all do Kat, you do a lot. You are putting videos out daily. I watch as many as I can. I promise, and just learn the stuff that I'm not like confident in, or I don't know that much about. So your jewelry stuff that you've been talking about, the Shop Goodwill stuff, I've been trying to learn as much as I can. So, and Kat, you're doing great. I don't know how you do it with your work and everything that you do. So it's crazy stuff. I'll pass up. Yeah, that Kat's a cyborg now. Don't know how she does it. Videos daily, selling stuff like crazy on eBay and Mercari, helping people, being a mother. I don't know.
Because she's a woman.
And my wife says it's, yeah.
Go ahead, say it.
My wife says it's because you're a woman, Kat. That's how you're able to do it. And I can't do it, so. Competence breeds confidence. Sam, are you having a boy or a girl, though? I think I have going up. So now I get to brag, Kat, by the way. I get to brag. So you watched my video earlier, and like I told you in the comments, I greatly appreciate you watching that. Now, here's the other thing. Oh, my gosh, Sam. Sam, I'll get you in a second. I got to finish the story. So, Kat, you talked about big sales. And I told these guys earlier. So I listed, and I don't know if you follow me on Instagram or not, but I've got a bunch of DS games, a bunch of Pokemon stuff that I've had. I collected that stuff, and I'm just selling it. Here's some big sales. So a GameCube game, Pokemon GameCube game, sold it for $95. Another DS, Pokemon DS, $119. Pokemon No DS, $49.99, and another Pokemon, $50. So, and that's just about. I just know what's going on right now. I'm just able to know that video games are selling and Pokemon sells. So, and luckily I've just had those games for a while, so I figured I might as well sell them while I can. And the comps are really good. So those have been my big ticket items. Oh, for sure. And Sam, getting back to your thing, I think it's awesome that you have no clue what you're going to have. I will tell you that I thought I wanted a boy first, but then once we realized that we were having a girl, I was over the moon, excited.
And then when she came out and looked just
And
like
then my wife tells me that, of course, whenever she came out and looked like me, I was just even more excited. But and then we found out we were having a boy. Our second child was a boy, and that was also very exciting. So now I got two. I got one of each.
And a third.
And now we're debating on whether we're going to have any more children. And Kat, on my sales, I wasn't boasting about my sales, but that's just funny. I mean, we talked about that. We commented about that on the YouTube video, and then, I listed those things yesterday, and they sold today. So that was just very ironic after you already commented on that. That's cool. Time forever. I agree. I honestly, Kat, I was very surprised. I was kind of thinking maybe a week. I knew they shouldn't, but it is about researching and listing them correctly. I'm glad you told me that you're going to be on there tomorrow. I did reach out to him on Instagram after, because I knew he had Dave coming, and then I asked him who he had next, or at least on the list if he had a list, and he told me that you were going to be on there. So I didn't know if it was going to be tomorrow night or not. So I'm glad it's going to be tomorrow night because now I will be watching. No, Jesse, I'm not going to hit some Googles tomorrow because I have to go. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Calvin, what is going on, man? Thank you for coming in. I greatly appreciate it. So, in case y'all don't know, Jessie M is my wife. So, we actually are going to North Charleston tomorrow in South Carolina. We got to go for my son's guys. I am just for his he's got an ENT appointment tomorrow, and I've got a Wii console for my mother-in-law because nobody's playing it, and we just don't have the controller. So I'm hoping whenever we go down to North Charleston tomorrow, they've got a Benz and they've got an electronic side. So I can hopefully pick up a couple of Wii controllers if they're there. Hopefully they'll be there. Dude, Jesse, I'm just so excited tonight. I really am. I got so many great people that have decided to drop in and just hang out. Jacob, thank you for coming, man. I greatly appreciate it. Where are the electronic side? Is it really?
It's gonna close?
Yeah. Case says it's gonna be closed. Is the Benz open, Casey? Is any part of it open? I know in Florence is open, but we don't have a Benz or electronic side or nothing like that. Okay. Is that, I know why you tell me to, but is it mandatory?
We have to
Huh?
We have to wear a mask at the hospital.
Yeah.
We have that.
I know we gotta wear it at the hospital. In case the only reason I'm asking is if it's mandatory. I mean, obviously, either way, I'm just curious if it's mandatory or not. Yes, it's mandatory. Okay, great. So, all right, crazy. All right. Now I'm trying to just keep up. Oh, I got you. Came close as in slang with all his. Okay, so I do need to learn. I need to pick your brain on some golf clubs, man, because I've got no freaking clue. I've got some clubs, man, but I've got no freaking clue what I'm doing with that. And yes, Kat, I do agree. Try having 70 people in it and only have like 6 or 7. Uh-oh. That's so nice. Say, Jacob, Casey's gonna be there before me because our appointment's at 10:30, so we've got to go to one appointment for my son, then we got to go to the ENT. So I'll be there through lunch.
Yeah.
And then we might swing by and check some stuff out. You can watch for questions. That's why you just tell everybody, if anybody's got a question, you got to put in all caps. See. Casey, I've been trying to watch your stuff, man. I really have, as much as I can. Need more hours. I think if we can all increase the day just a little bit longer, I think then we still wouldn't be able to get everything done. Wow. Kat, I don't know how you find all this stuff. I really don't. It just seems like every time coffee more for health than actually. I see. If I was coaching, I would just come help you. I would just come help you load everything up just because. Okay. Casey, I'm definitely gonna do that because I'm definitely trying to see what you've already got. As far as name, biggest thing is just name brands. Figuring out which ones are actually good. Sam, I struggle with the same thing, man. Have a longer day and just more procrastination. What if I find out about it? Wow. Okay, that's a very good deal. I did have probably the first yard sale I went to. I ended up, I don't know if they actually had a lot of people come through, but I actually bought a pitcher because I am a Clemson fan. And they had a Clemson pitcher, so I bought that, and then we just got talking about everything. And she apparently I went to school with her son or something like that. But she ended up giving me all her Harry Potter. He had like Harry Potter books and some ornaments and stuff like that. I listed the ornaments the next day, not thinking they would sell because it was definitely not Christmas. And they just gave them to me. I said, well, I appreciate it. They said, just take them. So I'm glad I took them. So I'm glad I kind of told them what I did too, because then they, were obviously were just giving me, they're like, here, you can have this. And so. Jacob, I will definitely be hitting you up as well. Because I'm sure between both y'all, I'll know something. I will definitely learn a lot. And Kat, the issue I've got right now at my house is I'm trying to find just places to put my inventory, the inventory that I do have, and to even kind of have an area to set everything up is a little difficult because my daughter just runs around and touches everything. I put it in one of my videos of where she was supposed to be taking a nap in our room, but instead she was going through some of my inventory, ripping open boxes and just kind of destroying them. So that was, and it wasn't going to be a lot. I probably would have gotten about $50-$60 out of the Funko Pops as she opened it up, but and I really couldn't be mad at her. I mean, I was mad at myself because I left it out, but she just saw it as a toy. So, Jacob, you should be. You got any hits on that Nintendo stuff yet? Kat, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. Are you through? But you're not through all of it, though, are you? I saw where you were doing listings today. Nintendo's all day. Wow. Let's see. Jacob is saying the video game stuff is where I mean that's where I'm really good at, and that's just one of those things. I'm just like a lot of other people who grew up playing video games. Obviously, I'm 30, so I'm not like that old, but Game Boy and whatnot. So I know what to look for, and that's the kind of stuff I like. But of course, also in that little, if you want to call it a niche or whatever it's called, I mean, so is everybody else out there. So trying to find some of the good deals is hard to find. So Jacob, you finding that one, man, that's pretty solid. And I'm not on Facebook. Me and my wife, we don't do Facebook. We do Instagram and some of this other stuff. Okay. So kind of finding those Facebook marketplaces are a little bit harder unless I just have somebody randomly searching for me. Callie Picker, thank you for coming by. I know I made it sound like it's a bad thing, but they say when you hit 30, it just kind of starts going downhill, I guess. I don't know. So I get all right. So let me put this on there. Whenever I started at the fire department, for those that don't know, that's my full time job. When I started there, I started at 18. So I was the youngest working in a group of men and women that were 30s, 40s, and that kind of thing. So now that it just feels weird, I guess, and that thing. You could maybe just do a fake account and look for Marketplace if you think it'd be worth your time. Okay, so we're all young, all right? Jay, I've had a couple people look for me, and obviously, these people, a lot of people in my area. Let me put it that way. A lot of people in my area, they're selling these things for what they're selling for on eBay. So I just haven't found that good one yet. I'm only 25 plus shipping. I think everybody just looks younger. I find, let's see. So I did start off with just selling everything that was in my house or the items that I had in my home. That's how I started. Because I didn't want to get a lot of inventory and have a lot of money tied up to it and then just it not sell. Or because I sold the stuff that I knew would sell basically. And the Goodwill, so I've got 2 Goodwills and a Salvation Army, and then a couple of other little local thrifts like House of Hope or a Restore, stuff like that. Video games, nope, they are not here. There has got to be somebody that, if they do get turned in, somebody is coming in these stores at the crack of dawn and just wiping them out. So luckily, I've just been selling the stuff that I've got, and that's been doing pretty well. And I find stuff on like Letgo and OfferUp, but some of that stuff just looks sketchy. I live in Florence, Casey. So when I came up for my my YouTube name, that was the only thing I could think of, man, is that I've got a buddy who's opened up a gym and he's got Flowtown Fitness. And I said, Flowtown Flip, that works because it's a reseller thing. No, not Florence, Italy. So it just kind of worked. So that's why I chose that name. See, that's the other thing is, I mean, there is some, I know there has to be, I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of good stuff that's been up there or been up here. One, I just can't look because like I said, I don't have a Facebook, which is something that me and my wife decided to do. So, and we talked about it recently is trying to, I think I'm just going to have somebody look for me really and see if there's anything good. Just tell me what I'm looking for. But, need some stuff on your wall. You talking about like this wall back here? Cat. Maybe I'm in my kitchen. I'm in, I'm in my kitchen. I was set up in my bedroom, but then I realized that probably wouldn't be a good idea because then now I've got my room and my shot, like my bed. It was just the way I had everything angled. So that's my big problem with some things. Casey, I appreciate that. So I set up in my kitchen. We've got a dining room that I will probably eventually kind of transform into like the eBay and the YouTube room because I work at home. I work from home as well for my part-time job because I'm in sales for that as well. But obviously, I'm not setting a webcam up in my bedroom for that, so I can work in there and I've got a setup. But it's the best I can do right now. And we've been in this house for over a year. This will be 2 years. And when we bought this house, we wanted to obviously go up in size a little bit. So I bought a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, thinking that was going to be great. Got some room that we could move around in. And then I had an office, and then we found out we were pregnant. So I automatically lost that. I lost that in whenever my son was born. So. Jacob, I've thought about that. I was actually I grilled steaks tonight. We had some family over. My dad and my sister came into town from Virginia, so we had everybody over and we grilled steaks. And I'm not like Joey, and I can't cook that well, but I can grill. At least I think I can grill. I mean, nobody has, gotten sick or anything yet. Knock on wood. So. So, guys, I don't know what everybody is doing, but if anybody wants to hop in and chat, we can do it. Like I said, you don't have to, but we got the guys that were in here earlier. Everybody was kind of just supporting. Everybody had family with them, so I just dropped the link in with them before bedtime. Kat, do you have to work tomorrow too? Hey, Nikki T, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Oh yeah, you gotta load all that stuff up that you're getting. Ooh. Yeah, Jacob, just hang out there, man. Let's go. Yeah, Jacob, don't be shy. Just put your shirt back on, man. Jeez. Kat, if you want to jump in, you can definitely jump in. Just bear with me because I am figuring out StreamYard. See, Jacob, you opened yourself up for a man. Now you're just I guess, catch grief about it now. So I'm obviously not as good as Joey. I don't have an Elmo voice or a Mickey Mouse voice. So sorry about that one. Miss Froggy Flips, how are you? She's blaring American Idol. Jacob, are you not singing? I hope you and Mr. Froggy Flips were able to get the kids down earlier. I'm only hearing excuses. Told Anthony earlier, sir. I think that y'all two are a pretty good duo. Easier said. So Anthony, so tonight I'm lucky, as far as kids wise. My son is already down, but my daughter is with my mom. So we got lucky with just putting one kid down tonight. Do you? Well, I was talking about and she had her kid with her, so I was just making that joke. So trying to keep up. Drop that. I wish I was closer. Oh, hold on. All right, guys, here we go. Casey.
What's up?
How are you, man?
Good, man. Trying to fix my computer here.
Yeah.
I'm in here working. Thought I'd come on. Am I blurry? What's going on here?
Hello, there you go. You fixed it.
There you go.
There you go, man.
Blurry.
I appreciate you. Are you boxing up some golf clubs right now?
I am, man. Man, I got a bad glare there. Damn.
It's just that light above you.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I'm very busy. Crazy busy right now.
I saw the your Instagram post, man. I'm telling you, I'm just trying to get like y'all, man.
I can't stay caught up, man. Like, I got the same deal. I got kids. I just put them down. Like,
yeah.
Well, this is my time. It's 9:00. So I'll probably go to bed at 12, get all these packages done. I mean, I'm not like superstar eBay reseller here, but I'm busy. I mean, I got enough where with 2 kids and the wife, and she does a full-time job. Of course, this is my full-time thing now, but
yeah,
man, it's crazy.
You're kind of, I mean, I guess I hate what happened, with you, but now I guess just the opportunity,
Yeah, don't hate it, man. It's actually, it was a blessing in disguise. I mean, they gave me joking. They gave me a severance package, and then it gave me like a month's worth of, but still I lost my job. But
yeah, But now you get to do, and that's the other thing with this kind of stuff is we can do. I mean, you work for yourself, work whenever you want.
Yeah,
And I
for
think.
real.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just saying the freedom, and that's kind of where I'm going or trying to go to, is just the freedom. Because like you, man, I got 2 kids, and I want to be with them as much as I can. But on the flip side, I've got to work. I mean, I have to work. Luckily, my wife stays home with them, so and I'm just grateful that we're able to do that. But
that's good, man.
Somebody's got to work.
Somebody, I mean, at least get one person in the family staying home. Like, I actually still have my daughter in daycare, which is costing money, but I kept my son out. He's going to start elementary school. But my wife works as a nurse, so she's the breadwinner.
Oh.
I help out a little bit. She carries the insurance, so that was one thing. If we didn't have that, I'd probably have to go back to work. That's a little advantage of that. But, I mean, with the money from eBay right now, I mean, I'm making more money than I did with my full-time job.
Yeah, it is insane. Like I said, I saw the numbers that you posted, and that's just a 90-day snapshot.
Yeah, I know. It's been going up. It's like it goes up every day. It's really what you put into is what you're getting out. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, I think it can go up more. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic or what, but I've been doing eBay for 3 years, and I've never seen sales this high. I'd stay up some nights doing 15, 20 listings every other night.
Nothing.
Yeah, not like this. This is crazy. Like golf clubs, video games, shoes. These are 3 things I do. Some electronics, but I don't know, man. I'm having fun with it. It does get overwhelming a little in some sense, but having the kids, like people don't realize it. Like I hear like I hear some resellers and the more popular like Harry Tornado. I don't think he has kids. Like, dude, you have kids? That's cool.
Yeah. Josh does not have kids, and whenever I guess right now it's working out great for him. YouTube is working out great. eBay's working out great because he's got that foundation before the kids. Now, whenever the kids come, it's going to be a whole different story. It's going to be very interesting then.
Yeah, but I told him I was in the chat one day. I was like, "You could put a 5-year-old."
Mm-hmm.
And it changes. Hell, my 5-year-old just broke something in the consignment shop the other day and cost me $100.
That's what I was saying earlier. Is my daughter's 3, and she didn't know any better. I mean, they're kids; they don't know any better. And if you leave it out, it's your fault. So I left some Funko Pop stuff out, and I was just gonna bundle it up. I probably would have gotten maybe like $50 or $60 for them, but I just go to check on her because I come home and I said, "Where's Hazel at?" And she said, "My wife says, she's supposed to be laying down watching a show in our bed." I was like, "Oh, okay." I go in there and she's standing up on the bed, just ripping open boxes, pulling stuff out, and I'm just like,
I was like, my 2-year-old.
I said, "Hazel," and I caught her. I said, "What are you doing?" And she's like, and she's got the boxes in her hand, and she's like,
"I'm in trouble."
And I said, "Just come here." I said, "Please, like, just sit in the chair for a minute because we got a little time." I said, "Just sit in the chair for a minute," and I just explained to her. I said, "Listen." I just said, "Hey, I'm not mad. I'm a little mad at what you did, but I'm more mad at myself because I let them out because ultimately it was my fault. I let them out because she took them up." But then I asked her, "Do you know what this is?" And she's like, "Daddy's toys." And I said, "And what don't we do with Daddy's toys?" She said, "Play with them." And I'm like, "So you know what not to do, but you still did it." So it was.
Me and you live in the same zone. That's it for me. I come in my living room. Here comes Claire Bear. That's my daughter. She's almost 2. She done snapped a Wii U game in half. That's a Sonic game. $10-15. Come back later, she snapped the other Sonic game in half. I'm like, dang. Then my son breaks a mosaic glass piece in a consignment shop.
Gosh.
And the guy's looking at me like, "You gonna pay for that one?"
Yeah, you're gonna have to start covering that up.
Yeah, what else happened, man? I don't know. Oh, my son actually found a decent thing because I take him Goodwilling now when he found a 1998 Taco Bell. What do you call that thing? The
Chalupa dog or Chihuahua.
Yeah. And hell, it was brand new in the box. And sure as hell, my daughter got the thing and bit the nose and well, damn, there goes a $30.
Yeah. There goes So like we're talking about kids and how we somehow make doing well, and everybody in the chat. I don't know if you're watching the chat, but
Yeah, I just put it up there. I might have missed out. Okay.
Sam's about to have fun. He really is, because he's got a child on the way, and he says he's got 2 businesses, YouTube and pets, and why not add a human to it? And so he's about to figure it out.
This Midwest Bargains here, he's the one expecting.
No, Dapper Tiger.
Oh, Dapper. Okay, congratulations.
Yeah, Midwest Bargains. Jacob just has I think he's got an animal. I think that's what he said.
Man,
he said he's just got an extremely energetic puppy and no kids. And
oh wow, hey man, nothing wrong with that. I mean, I was there once. I mean, I had my opportunities. Unfortunately, I wasn't doing eBay reselling. If I did eBay reselling for kids, man, the opportunity of having that freedom, geez. Yeah. You know, I know what I knew now, but that's what the key of everyone says. If I knew now what I knew then, or vice versa. But
the only thing we can do is just act on it now.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think the same way. I'm like, I also think, what would I say if because I'm 34, so at age 40, what would I say then? What I'd want to say to myself now?
That's right.
Capitalize on it, but you can't call the future. Just be happy you're healthy and you're alive and you can do what you can do. That's usually kind of how I live with.
Oh, absolutely. And I've only been doing this since January. Reselling altogether since January, and that's on a very part-time basis. So like I said, I've got the fire department, so I'm gone every 3rd day, and then my regular part-time job, which is also sales. I sell fire equipment, so I have to go around, basically around Florence County. I've got a couple areas that I cover for that, and then husband, parent, and then volunteer fireman as well.
Yeah, you got your plate full, man. Hey.
So, and then we're all trying to get YouTube rolling.
Yeah, I know. Oh, the YouTube thing. Yeah, you add that onto it, because I do the videos. I have a lot of time on my videos, and it takes, oh my God. Between everything, I mean, even when I had the full-time job and pushing it all together, I mean, you literally don't get much sleep. I mean, it's all doer. Now, when I first got fired, I did sleep in a lot. I was getting up at 4:30 in the morning because my job required me to be up early. But I mean, you're on your own boss, you can stay up. But hey, that's a discipline you have to learn. I did have to learn to get things done, because I still exercise too. So I'll get up and do my exercises, and I have my own routine.
Yep.
And I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not saying I won't ever go back to work. I might have things in my favor because my wife has a job, but it's very hard for me to go back to the other side of having a job, working someone else's hours, because I just I was a little beat on that. I work for a big corporation, and I couldn't never think that it wasn't just me. They let people go there that were there for 20 years. I'm like,
wow.
Man, yeah, you gonna let this guy go? I'm not gonna stay on your crew if you would do that. That 20-year-old vet, and I was only there for 2 years. So
that's the crazy part about it.
Yeah.
Is, I worked for Florence Fire, and I say that because you're in South Carolina, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I started there when I was 18, and then I worked up, grew through the ranks, and then in 17, I ended up leaving and taking the sales job full time. New baby, me and my wife were working through some stuff, and that was the best move. So now I'm back there. So it's
wow. Yeah, you probably got
lucky that's. But I'm starting out at the bottom again. So that's the thing, is I'm back as a fireman, and then I can promote back up, and there will be some opportunities there. But what I'm getting around is, now that I'm doing all this stuff, after hours is kind of one of those things I've got to just utilize my time better.
Yeah, and I think that's key there, man. Just try to balance your time, because you got your family, and then you do have an important job. And I appreciate you too, man. Be on the front lines there. I'm sure you've had to do a lot of craziness, even. I know firemen have a pretty hard job. I wouldn't want to do the job, but I appreciate people who do, kind of like nurses, firemen, and people.
I appreciate it, man. It's I mean, Joey, I'm sure you follow Joey as well.
Bada bing. But
So-
yeah, he's cool guy. The mailman.
Yeah, him and I, we talked a couple of times on his live, and he was going to go do that. He went to fire school down in Florida, and it just didn't. He just said he's like it just didn't work out, and it doesn't work out sometimes. We've had guys that will go through everything, and they'll hit the floor, and then the next week they're gone. It's just not for them, and that's okay. You won't see me be a nurse. I can't be a nurse.
Yeah.
I'm happy in my job that I do, and that is it.
Yeah.
I can't be a cop. I will not be a cop.
Probably seen enough of that because you are in the fire in
Yep.
the force there on the fireman side. So yeah, you probably saw a lot
I
of
can't.
stuff on the police force there, man. I mean, that's the same here. I couldn't go to the army. I couldn't do half the things. A lot. My wife, she tells me the nursing stories. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
I ain't doing none of that. So all you nurses out there, I mean, I appreciate that too because it's a job I couldn't do. I mean, I feel kind of worthless. The only thing I think I'm good at is, man, I can throw down some deals, man. Like I don't want to do it. I was at a yard sale Saturday, man. Dude, this is a quick story.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's looking for video game stuff. Everybody.
Mhm.
Now, luckily, I know golf clubs, and that's just myths, and that's fine. I mean, I get a little advantage there, but I'm looking for game stuff too.
Yep.
And this yard sale I went to, it's in our local area. It's a community yard sale, so we got a lot of people out there. Every damn one I went to, we had people are like, yeah, everybody keeps asking about video games, but I was like, well, it's 7 o'clock. I'm like, how long y'all been here? Oh, we've been here since 6. I'm like, yeah, we've already had like 4 or 5 people stop by asking video games. I'm like, dang. To the corner house, and these 2 older couple, I mean, they must have been in their 70s.
Mm.
And this old lady starts picking out DS games at the bottom of a cardboard box.
Wow.
Serious, man. So she comes up there with a big old handful of DS games, and she asked the lady how much for it, and they could not make a deal. Like the lady said, well, I don't know, $2-3 a piece, and
Yeah.
then the other lady wouldn't count on her. They just couldn't make a deal. So it's like they couldn't make a deal, so she left them. I'll take them.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I'll give you $15 for them. And she's like, no, how about 20? I was like, I'll give you $15 for them.
Yep.
And I got them. I don't know, man. I feel like that was my trait in life. I can do a gift to gab, maybe a car salesman type guy. I'm not chicken. I'm pretty honest. I do
That
right, but
it's the guys at work know I resell, and there was one, I forgot who said it, but one of them said, Jonathan, you missed your call because, like I said, my part-time job is selling as well. And They said, man, you missed your call. You should have just been a used car salesman. I mean, and it's not bad. There's all good deals, but it's like you should have just been a used car salesman.
You probably had that trust in faith. Like if someone like your grandparents, somebody came in, you like someone I'd buy from.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. So
yeah. And I could talk. Obviously, I could talk to people, and I'm very much a people person. So I think that helps as well, and that's also I think why I like the fire department job of it. Yeah, I am doing something that a lot of people don't get to do, but it is the whole interacting with people, but also helping people on the same.
I know, man. I guess you do got to have a good personality, I bet, to do your job. I mean, people are going through traumatic experience, and then you need someone really nice to talk to at that point.
So the story, I don't know if you saw on my Instagram where I got my wrist the other day with a box cutter.
Oh, I did. That was you. Ooh.
Yeah, that's me. It's fine. It's fine. It is fine.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
When you said it, I do remember it. I mean, I'm not that great on, like, I get on Instagram, post my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so busy. I don't know, man. I try to keep up with everybody, but it's hard.
Yeah. I
did see that post, and I was like, oh.
But it goes on. I'm talking about getting calm or staying calm. My wife is here, and she's in the kitchen, and my cousin's here as well. And they say, I'm making a box because I got to ship a Monopoly game out, and I'd moved my hand once because it got some pressure on whatever, so it stopped, and then I moved my hand on accident, and then it went through and it nicked my wrist pretty good. Well, and then of course it starts bleeding. I'm like, oh crap! So then I run in there real quick, and I told Jesse, my wife, I said, Jesse, go get my bag. out of my truck. And she's like, wow, what's wrong? I said, just go get my bag out of my truck. And I'm in the sink, water covering over it. And my cousin's like, what's going on? I said, well, I cut my wrist on using a box cutter. And she's like, let me see. She looked, she's like, why are you not freaking out? I said, because if I freak out, then y'all can't help me. And I need y'all to help me right now.
Yeah. Man, that's good. You stay calm. I was freaked out. I've had it happen. Not with that, but I've had similar experience. I've been freaked out. Kudos to you, man, that you was able to pull through, man.
It was not fun. Luckily, no stitches. So I was very thankful for that.
Well, hey, Flowtown, I probably got to go here in a second. Man, I was going to ask, are you coming to Charleston tomorrow?
Yeah, we've got to go to MUSC.
Okay.
I've got to go to the Children's Hospital first.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
my wife
ENT.
works there. Yeah, my wife works at that hospital, MUSC. She's an operating room though, operating nurse.
I ain't got to go over there now.
So you go dude, you'll have a lot of Goodwills. I mean, have you ever been over here?
We went. It's the one. I don't know how many there are though, but it was the one where, like I said, it had the electronics and the bins right beside each other.
That one, I mean, it's hit or miss. I was in there. I think I was in that one Friday. I was in there Friday. Man, I saw a lot of resellers going in that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you, like, you're not far out, and this is a pretty part of the town. You ever been to Mount Pleasant?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, that's a good one. There's a lot of high-end stuff over there. It is highly picked, but that's a good one over there. I know the Benz is open, but you do got to wear a glove and mask. My wife, she goes to that Benz a lot.
Yeah.
The retail side is still open. They have some electronics in it. The part with the video game stuff, they are. To me, they told me the other day they were closing it down. And they're moving everything over there, so I don't know what's going on there. So if you do go over there, that's kind of what to expect. There is a Salvation Army as soon as you pull out of there on the right. And I found a VCR in there, I think, Friday. I mean, they usually get some good stuff. And you can just keep on going down. There's a thrift store on that same road. It's called Rivers Avenue. It's called Community Thrift. I mean, it's huge. You know, that's a good one. I found some good stuff in there. And then if you go to Mount Pleasant, there's two Goodwills over there. One on you probably Google search it.
Yeah, I'll probably just pull it up and then make a little route and see which ones we can hit up, because and my wife's game, man. She really is. She's like, if you want to go, we can go. That kind of thing. Yeah, Jacob, thank you for stopping by, man. Jacob's heading out. I guess he's going to put a shirt on and go to sleep now.
I don't blame him. Sure. I wish I was. I'm about to stay up all night and package. That's what I was going. Yeah, I just want to go here before I leave and tell you too about those, and then because I could type it on here and text, but like I would tell you that side, or you can go to James Island, Johns Island, which I think is a little far out there. But that Johns Island, I thought about going there tomorrow. But I'm so busy.
You got all the golf clubs you got to get rid of now.
I just picked up a DS with some games a while ago for $25. A 3DS at that. So, yeah, and I got like a ton of video games on the list, but that is a good one too. It takes me about almost an hour to get to that one, and then I just work my way back up. But you got one in West Ashley, you got that one in Johns Island, there's one in James Island, there's three. I don't know if they're open back up, but I used to go to the Habitat for Humanity. So there's some good stuff. I mean, they have golf clubs, and they'll have some other video games. I don't know. It's hit or miss with those because they kind of tend towards having the home improvement side of things there. So, I'll run into some golf clubs and other resale items. So, I definitely want to give you some clues there if you haven't. I know you probably haven't been here before, but when I first started reselling, I actually was at MUSC with my wife. Her mom was at MUSC, and we did the same thing. I actually went to all of them. I did the whole circle. I think I did like 5 or 6 of them. There's like 9 of them in this area. So you'll have a good time with that. I mean, it's fun. There's a lot of good stuff out there. They're always packing stuff in there. And it's Monday. Hell yeah, you can have a lot of good inventory in there.
Good little haul. Yeah. Sam, thank you for stopping by, man. Sam's got to go drive now.
I see it. Got to drive Dapper. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I better get out here too, man. I got all these packages to do, but hey man, have a safe trip up here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for hopping on, Casey.
No problem, man. You take care.
All right. See you.
Bye.
Oh, man. Velvet Bali. Thank you for stopping by. OBX Picker. I was telling Sam, y'all put on a pretty good show. So, Andy. If anybody else wants to hop in, we can get in the chat for a little bit longer. It depends on what everybody wants to do. Guys, I'll tell you what, I have greatly appreciated everybody hopping in and chatting. It really means a lot to me that everybody has come and hung out, especially for my second live stream. It took me a little bit to get everything going. Just I think everybody has technical difficulty at first, but. And E. Oh, sorry. What you looking for?
I guess he's back in.
What?
The monitor.
Yes, I think it's in the room. I was listening out for our son just in case he woke up. Bottom of the road. I think everybody's driving tonight. It seems like everybody's. John DC Picker was in here earlier. He was driving and listening. Up on. We got to that. Oh, yeah. You are. Cat. I completely understand. I completely understand. You're very busy. So Kat, you're going to be with Joey tomorrow, and then where else are you going to be? Now, we definitely do not have any roadrunners, bunnies, or quail. Well, I don't in my backyard, and it's 91. It's hot out there. Yeah, they got to temperature-wise this weekend was, I think, got up in the 90s, which is, jeez. Okay, I thought you had an additional one besides yours on Tuesdays. Okay, you got Kim. Got them this week. I'm on shift Tuesday, so I'll definitely be able to watch that one. Then I'll try and watch. If I can watch it tomorrow, I will definitely watch it tomorrow. If not, I'll have to rewatch it. I got you. Hey, that's what me and Casey were talking about, time management with this, especially if you got has to be isolated. And I think that's the biggest thing with anybody wanting to get into reselling or getting into YouTube. It's definitely a time management thing. I really don't see how you put out as many videos as you do. I think that is very good, very awesome that you can do that. But it is just determination, I do believe. And it's paid off. It has definitely paid off for you, Kat. That's for sure. But I think, Nana Tink, she put out that spreadsheet trying that one to help her, but she actually ended up helping out a lot of other people, was figuring out when everybody's lives are and and that kind of thing. So Sunday night was like wide open. So that's why I decided I would hop in on Sunday. And tonight was has gone very well. I definitely appreciate everybody that's hopped in and just chatting. So I think I'm going to start doing Sunday nights, probably around the 7:45 time again, and just probably just roll with that. The only tricky part about that is that every third Sunday I'm on shift, so I got to figure that out. Thank you so much. I have been doing this for about 12 years now, 12, 13 years. So basically, once I got out of high school, I joined the fire service. So it's definitely been fun. Kat, thank you so much for swinging by. Even though you said it was on accident, I appreciate you stopping in. And I will check out Joey's live tomorrow and yours on Tuesday. Man. Annie, what time is it over there? By chance. Eric lives on Friday. Yes. They do 8:46. So you're only an hour behind. Yeah, try to catch their lives on Friday. Everybody's just putting out a lot of good content, and I'm sure 1846. And I'm sure part of it is because of just everything that's going on. Everybody's home. It has the ability to put some more content on. But the lives that come on, the good collabs I think they're very informative, and I think everybody does a very great job with them. I try to watch as many of them as I can anyway. You have a guy who's not on YouTube. I'm guessing he's still in the reseller community. Can you East Coast? Okay. Let's see if I follow him. Of course I don't, but I do now. So how'd you hook up with him? He just reached out to you on Instagram, or because I know a lot of us. Oh goodness! I see his Instagram post from beginning of May for quite a good bit in 30 days. Oh, Sam knows him. Okay. I'll tell you what, Sam's about to have his hands full. I'm sure he knows it, but he's really about to understand once that baby gets here, he's about to be busy. But they're going to be awesome parents. So, Eric, let me ask you this: how did y'all even come up with that collab? Like, I guess what drove y'all to? I guess y'all three. Did y'all already know each other, or kind of how'd y'all come up with that? Okay. So he just reached out to you on Instagram and was like, "Hey, uh, let's do a show." Then you got Sam. I think, and like I said before, I think what y'all do is really great, and I think that is definitely the way to grow. And on Sam's live today, he was just talking about the spam bots, and he said, everybody's, it's not competition, nothing like that. It's we're all friends. I mean, he just looked at us as all friends, all coworkers, and I think this reseller community is a very close one. It definitely is getting close, I believe. Just with everybody that's able to put content out and jumping on people's lives and just support each other. I think it's really awesome. Welcome, Marie and Justin. Oh, how are y'all tonight? I appreciate y'all stopping by too. And what I was telling Sam earlier, and everybody that was on earlier, is that I try to watch everybody's videos as much as I can because I'm learning something from each video. I think that is going to be really the only way I'm going to learn, just because I've only been reselling since January, just trying to figure stuff out, especially stuff I've got no clue about. Like Casey was on a little bit earlier, and he knows a lot about golf clubs, so as well as Jacob. So I told those guys that I'll be reaching out to them trying to learn about golf clubs. Justin, I am doing great tonight. This has been guys, I'm telling you what, this has been a very successful second live show that I've done. I really can't tell you how much I appreciate y'all coming by and everybody that's come by today. I mean, just to hang out and chat. We've had a bunch of good conversations, I believe. Steve. Which Steve are you referring to? Ah, gotcha. That's the other thing is I'm still trying to figure out who everyone is. And just like that, you just help me find somebody new I can look at and learn from. So now I'll add just pick and roll. My name is Jonathan. And that's probably something I should have put in a little tag up there with flip down flip. Eric, have you put a premiere out for it yet, or is that what you're doing tomorrow or later? Because I got my bell on for you. I just want to make sure I don't miss it. Tomorrow got okay. Well, I got the bell on for you, man. So I will make sure I get a notification, and I will definitely check that out for sure. So not a lot of interesting stuff at the Goodwill. So Justin, I participated in, I don't know if you watched Nana Tink, but I got lucky. She was doing, and Emily Conway probably thought I was like some creeper, but just how the whole thing went down. But you're talking about win stuff. I'll make you guys moderators. How about that? But it was Nana Tink did a guessing game on kind of like what Emily liked. And it was just crazy. It's like, would you like to be here? Would you would she choose a lake over an ocean, or like water over milk, or something crazy like that? And then of course it was all just random stuff that we could have won or we could have thought about. But so what I was getting at was I won some reusable bags, and it didn't win $10. So y'all all get wrenches. But the good thing, Annie, is those PS2 controllers are still selling right now. So I'll definitely look up comps and see. And the Kinect too. Josh with Harry Tornado like sold one. I can't remember how much he said he sold that thing for, but I'm pretty sure you could get some good money for that one. And you guys are welcome, Marie and Justin. So Goodwills did start up. I think they opened up last week or a week before in South Carolina. So they've opened up, and Arrow's been hitting it. Andy, what is going on, man? Andy, thank you for stopping by. Hey, man, how about them cinnamon rolls? I think they look like cinnamon rolls anyway. Am I right on that, or am I wrong? I don't know, whichever one you've been posting on your on your Instagram. I saw that. Andy, are you on lockdown right now? Are you quarantined? Is that why you're baking so much? Yep, that was it for the Thunderbird. See, Annie, you could still, yeah, Annie. See, you can sell that Connect for about $50. Just depends on which one. Andy, if they gave y'all like any indication on when you might be able to open up? Really? A month? Well, I mean, you're talking about June, I'm guessing, and not July. I hope not July. I heard LA was going to be shut down till July. Maybe. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, you're on lockdown for a while, Andy. But you've been but then I see you're like skating around. I mean, is that a recent video or is that an old video that you're skating around? Gosh, I hate it for y'all. I really hate it for y'all. What's up, Dave Diggs? Thanks for stopping by, man. I do appreciate it. See, I hate the West Coast is shut down like it is. I know in South Carolina, and I don't know, obviously, I don't know our governor personally, but I know our governor, kind of the way he was thinking is that it was going to be like a last resort type thing, just based off his nature, on kind of how he handles some things. So we kind of knew it was going to be shut down there for a little bit, but then, so. Well, at least you're still able to get out, Andy. My sister lives in Virginia, and I didn't know, but she got laid off from work whenever all this stuff started going on because she was a waitress, and then after then once everything started shutting down in Virginia, they basically were like, nope, not going anywhere except for the grocery store. Thank you, Eric, for stopping by. I will be looking forward to your video when it comes out. Oh yeah, restaurants, it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And and like I said, I didn't know that it was like that up there, but she got hit pretty hard by it. And so she's been out for like 2.5 months. So, y'all guys, hold on a second. I'll be right back. Where'd it go? Yeah, sorry about that. I had to go check on something real quick. Talk amongst other stuff. Busy day, busy day. Well, guys, I need to end this live stream right now as much as I really don't want to, but I need to. I have got to get up early super in the morning. I've got to take my son he's got to get to an ENT appointment, and we got to drive about 2 hours away to go to his ENT. So I greatly appreciate everybody that's come in here tonight and just chatted. I mean, we talked about a bunch of different things that we went going for like 2 hours and 10 minutes, which just blew my mind, honestly. But I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all y'all. I will probably be doing these on Sundays around the same time, probably start around 7:45. And except for the days that I'm on shift at the fire department, we'll figure something out. But thank you guys again for coming. I greatly appreciate it. I hope everybody has a great week as well.